We're gonna make this into a medium.
Our
car was infested with ants. We picked it up at I won't say who we rented it from, but it was hers. And we were driving around in a can of Raid because we had to raid the whole
Driving
side
around
of the
with
car.
Raid.
We have our heads hanging out the window while we're driving. We had killed about 1,000 ants. I feel terrible, but
Yeah,
it was
you
either
gotta
us
do
or
what
them.
you gotta
It
do.
was
Survive
us or
at market, survive at market. We gotta do it. It's the big show.
I know, we're here, we made
here,
it.
we
I
made
can't
it.
believe we're here. Wallpaper's going up, painting, artwork's coming in, rugs
a
are
lot.
coming in, furniture's coming in. I mean,
a big show.
it's a lot.
Saturday, it's the opening day of market. He's been doing this since Tuesday,
Yeah.
so we're ready to go. Why are you here in Little High Point, North Carolina? Like, why?
Well, it's not Little High Point, North Carolina. I mean, High Point has historically been and continues to be sort of the epicenter of furniture, the furniture manufacturers and the furniture design sort of mecca of the U.S. So it's where everybody from Ralph Lauren to any other recognizable brand that you know that has a home collection of any kind will have their product showing here at High Point.
Ultimately, what we see here
Yes.
ends up in your home, right?
Yes, High Point is generally, I would say, a few seasons ahead, of what people are going to see.
Just
and
like
what
fashion.
Just like fashion.
Just like fashion.
Closest thing that I can relate it to as a person that lives in New York City, it is literally fashion week for furniture.
For furniture.
Every 6 months, we put on basically a fashion show for furniture.
home.
I'll
Yes,
show you
yes,
some
yes.
of our latest and greatest.
Yes,
Come on,
lead the
let's do
way,
Come on,
Tom.
come on,
Let's
come
do
on.
it. Let's do it.
Piece that I still can't believe is in the collection.
Right.
Okay, so the eagle was, this is the mascot for our collection.
Okay.
I can't believe it's still here. When I first came out with the Thom Filicia home collection, we called it the New American. It's really kind of in our kind of concept when we were conceptualizing the Thom Filicia home collection, and we called it the New American because it was really taking Americana and making it feel fresh. Because when you think of the term Americana, you kind of think of like a spinning wheel and like a butter churn.
Right,
like
right.
Nothing that's, it's like Americana is kind of a little stale
Like-
in its concept.
Yeah,
you know?
it's
Right.
a little antique-y.
A little antique, but
you
like
don't
kind
wanna-
of not so
Yeah,
great,
right.
And so I wanted to have a collection that was truly American and that really didn't borrow so heavily on any other motif or inspiration that it would be identifiable. Took about 6 or 8 months to get the eagle perfected. And first he was turned one way and then we had him center.
Right.
Then his legs were too thin and we kind of beefed him up. He was based on a variation of a few historical pieces, like sort of antique eagle consoles. But we wanted to lighten it and modernize it, and it got a little too light, and then we kind of fixed it. And we did it in a cast resin,
Okay.
and we can do any finish on it. And then it sort of sits on this kind of double plinth, and it has this wood top. I actually took the top off in my powder room in my house and put a piece of stone on top and I had a sink put into it. It's
Wow.
actually my
Wow.
it's actually my powder room.
How much does it weigh? It looks so heavy.
It's
But I
not
guess
that
it's
heavy.
resin, so it's
not
not.
that heavy. No. I mean,
Okay.
it's
You're
certainly-
stronger than I am. I'm like, wah,
Yeah,
wah.
no, I mean, we call this room sort of our salon, okay? And the reason we call it our salon is it's kind of the center room, and it kind of is like the room where we really highlight our latest and greatest. This is a new piece for us. It's called the Westcott. It's based on a sofa that we created. There's chairs, there's ottomans,
Right.
and now we're also showing it with new case goods. It's this new design that we love, where we have the lower shelf is suspended by the glass up top.
how cool
It has
is
this
that?
gorgeous marble.
Is this
inlay.
marble?
Yeah,
Right.
it's really great. It's really beautiful, and so this has been a big hit this market. You can see on like this one, this is our wall covering that we do with MDC, and you'll see a lot of the wall coverings in the showroom are our wall coverings with MDC.
Match it.
And we actually took the inspiration of the wall covering and put it into the hardware. So we're really bringing our partners together. I'm an interior designer, and I have a design firm in New York City, and I work all over the country, designing people's homes and making real interiors for real people that have real lives and really live in their homes, right? So I'm coming to market as a designer who is now creating a collection, but I'm merging two different things. I'm bringing to the market, I'm creating a lifestyle. A lot of the manufacturers, they create all of these sort of pieces and they put them in vignettes and they sell them, very similar to a furniture sort of showroom.
Right.
What we do is we create a vibe and a sensibility and a lifestyle, and it's really not about us figuring out what's happening and keeping up with sort of what's new and exciting.
With trends.
With trends. This is us selling a point of view and a lifestyle.
When we cover these markets, it's like we walk 17,000 steps a day. Like, so there you are. So tell us about those shoes.
Wallabies.
Your
Todd
love
Snyder,
those.
marbleized wallabies, very, very comfortable. But it also is kind of a fun, like they're marble, you know, having marble shoes is kind of hilarious.
Well,
but
besides nice shoes, like survival tips.
Yeah.
Like survival tips.
Survival tips. I would say a week before High Point, I start drinking every day at noon to sort of build up for this, because that's part of the deal. For a week, you got to start drinking at noon.
And you're not talking about water. You're not talking about hydrating.
No. Yeah, you're like, there's a glass of champagne, wine. It's like a big cocktail party. And
it is a party.
Sort of, everyone's networking in terms of what they do. You're meeting new manufacturers, new people. You're meeting new showrooms. You're meeting new designers, architects. So it's a big event. It's a big party, and at the same time, we're all kind of doing business together.
It's not over at 5 o'clock.
No. I will probably be back in my hotel room sometime around 11 o'clock, and it'll be one thing after, one event after another. You know, I had a meeting last night with 3 other designers about a project that we're all going to do together.
And what is it?
I can't talk about it. I had to sign an NDA. No, I really did. I had to sign an NDA. But and it's a thing that we're going to do, and I think it's happening.
How did this happen?
I just, it's part of our art collection, and I just like doing things that are a little unexpected, and the idea of looking at something that's not typically seen as art, but there's so much interest in sort of that moment. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Thanks, sister.
Thank you.
This has
Thank
been
you
a
so
lot
much,
of fun.
Thom. I enjoyed it so much. I'm honored, Thom. I really am. Thank you.